Welcome in. It's week two of the college football season. Not a great week. Last week, a great week. Not a great week. I'm not going to complain. It's still college football. But before we get to week two, let's recap week one. Now, on top of that screen, you see the Cowboy game. And we're not talking NFL today on this channel, in this video today. However, I sent the Cowboy pick out on my newsletter. Make sure you subscribe to that newsletter. It's in the description of this video. And I took the Cowboys +8 and took the money line. Won some money. Only put 50 in the money line, 100 on the +8, and the Cowboys made some money tonight. I like the Cowboys this year. I know they're getting bashed, and Jerry Jones is a jackass. I get all that. The Cowboys have a lot of talent, and last year Dak Prescott got hurt, and their season went to shit, 7-10. If he stays healthy, the Cowboys win a bunch of games. And I think they won a bunch of games this year too. And so I've had a chance to win tonight. We're driving down there, fumbled the ball, and the weather delay, the whole thing. But I like how they played tonight. The Cowboys are kind of my sleeper. The Cowboys never a sleeper, but I think everyone's just trashing them. I like that pick. So we're 1-0 against the spread in the NFL season. That's a good sign right there. Let's take a look at how we did last week in college football, and we did great last week in college football. Let's kind of go down to the very bottom. We started off last Thursday, with USF taking care of business and destroying Boise State 34-7. I like this USF team. I like this USF team. That's all I'm going to say. UNLV took care of business. Remember, they were awful in week 0, and I just felt it was one of those games that it was screaming to take UNLV. Everyone jumped off the bandwagon. Sometimes when the public goes left, you got to go right. When the public goes right, you got to go left. They came through. Mississippi State, um, same thing against Southern Miss. Took care of business there. -13.5. Mississippi State not a very good team either, but once again, I felt the public was all jumping on that Southern Miss game. Southern Miss was a popular dog, a popular team of everyone had them as their dog, as the upset alert thing. Everyone had that there, and now everyone's taking Mississippi State this week against ASU, which I'm not really thrilled on, but that one as well. FSU +13.5. We took it. I told you. I told you. FSU is a good team. FSU is a good team, and once again, the perception. Everyone has these perceptions of teams based on the previous year, and they go overboard sometimes. And the whole idea was FSU was horrible because they're horrible last year, and you got to kind of take that. And they played a great game. I'm not sure how good they are. I mean, I think they're good. How good are they? How bad is Bama? I mean, we'll see what happens. But I like the way they play. Have a good quarterback. Have a good attitude. They're back. UTSA. This was a bad beat or a good beat. Talk about a backdoor cover. This game was close. 21-17. I felt good. I felt good taking UTSA. I love taking the road runners. I felt good. I felt good. And all of a sudden, I felt bad. I felt bad. They were losing. And it was 45-17 or 42-17. And then they come down on a final drive and stick it in for a touchdown. 42-24. I didn't feel bad because they played with A&M all game long. They played with them all game long, and I felt I deserved that win. I felt it was to be a bad beat if I didn't cover that because they played with them all game long, but so I didn't feel guilty. I didn't feel guilty. USC just kicks the living crap out of Missouri State. It's what they do against crappy teams. They beat crappy teams like you wouldn't believe. Took care of business. So right there, 3, 4, that's 6 wins, 6 in a row. Off to a 6-0 start on the college football week last week, and then we ran a little trouble. Michigan did not get it done. I'm high on Michigan still. Didn't get it done. Didn't cover that big spread. I thought they would. 34-17. I was surprised New Mexico scored 17 points. And that one there. Utah -6 over UCLA. Utah pounded UCLA. Utah is really good, folks, and UCLA is really bad. That -6 line just felt like it was a damn, like I was robbing a bank. Miami, I took the under Miami 49 and a half. That did not hit. It was close, 27-24. A little late touchdown there. I missed the cover there, but I did take Miami -2.5, and they got it done over Notre Dame. I like both teams. I like Notre Dame a lot too, and that game showed me Notre Dame is for real, and Miami's for real too. Miami's really good, and thank God, thank God, okay, that Miami and FSU look like they have a pulse. I mean, listen, everyone knows I hate Clemson. I do. But the ACC is just bad football. And the original idea of the ACC when Miami joined was to have the Miami FSU on different sides of the conference. They'd meet for the AFC Championship game and the rivalry, the whole thing. And Miami stunk since they joined. FSU has been good some years, awful some years. They both look like they're back, and we need Miami and FSU for college football. We need that back. And we need Clemson to get back to where they belong in the shitter. And of course, they lost this week too. Thank God for that. So that was that. So 8-2 week in college football to start things off. I can't complain. I can't complain. I cannot complain. So let's get to why you're here. Week 2 picks. Ba-doom, boom, boom. Let's get to the games here, folks. Let's get to the games. NCAA football. That's not what we want. Why are we getting baseball? Okay. Sometimes. All right. Let's get to. So Friday's games, we got There's nothing I like here. We're going to skip on by there. Nothing I like here. Let's go to Saturday and go down some of the games I do like here. There's a few games I do like. Um, so why the hell Iowa State is not up here? And I'm going to put this in later on. I'm not sure why the points spread isn't up here now. It's 3.5. Iowa's getting 3.5 or 3, depending where you look. Um, I'm high in Iowa this year. I'm really high in Iowa this year, but they did not look. Their offense is supposed to be much better. They got a new quarterback in, new transfer. Was really good. He was horrible against Albany last week. They won the game, but they were horrible. It's kind of scaring me. But this game is a battle. It's a one-score game always. I was getting 3.5. I still like. I don't know what the hell happened last week. I'm not gonna, but I like Iowa here, plus 3.5 or plus 3. Their number is plus 2.5. I'm probably staying away, but I'm not sure the line's up here. But I'm gonna put it on the slip here in a second on there. Let me go ahead and do. I think part of the issue is. Let me just. I think I know what the issue is. Bump, 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 bump. So let's just do this. I think the problem is. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. That's the problem. Okay, let's get it on back here now. Let's get it back to. I had it on my state. And my state's not gonna get anything, not gonna get crap done because my state doesn't have betting. Here we go. Let's get back to, and there we got lines. There we go. There we effing go. Sorry for that, guys. So here we go. Plus 3.5. I'm gonna take Iowa here. We throw it on Iowa on that one. And there. Illinois Duke. Another kind of example here. Illinois overrated, Duke underrated. I like Duke's quarterback a lot. I like the way they play. Illinois has lost a lot of people. Illinois is not a top, whatever, 11 of the country, 10 of the country. They're not, like, they're just not. And it's nothing to do with the fact they beat my Gamecocks last year. It really doesn't. And that fat fuck coach. It has nothing to do with that. I know people are going to think that. It really doesn't. This is not from the heart. This is actually, I like this Duke team. They're well coached. They're at home. They're getting three. I think they hang around and probably win outright. So I'm taking Duke there on that one. Um, Next one down. Scroll on down. Scroll on down. Texas, San Jose State. Let's talk about Texas real quick. Something that pissed me off last week, and I'm not an arch Manning defender, but this whole idea that Texas and Arch Manning is a fraud and he sucks. He did not play that bad last week. Okay, first of all, Ohio State's really good. They're really good secondary. His receivers didn't get open that much, number one. Okay, their separation wasn't there. He also made like a couple of really good throws that they got dropped on. He threw a touchdown pass that got dropped. Okay, the guy makes the catch right there. The whole game's different. And then they were down on the goal line on that fourth down. Didn't get in. I don't know why coaches do this shit. This whole tush push thing. The Eagles do it. I get it. The Eagles do it. They do it great. That doesn't mean you do it great. How about we do this, Texas? Okay, you're Texas fucking football Longhorns. Get us a line of scrimmage. Get a fullback behind you. Get a tailback behind you. Turn, hand the ball off. Fullback leading. Let your running back, who does this. This is his job to go get the yard. And if they don't get the yard, tip your hat to Ohio State. But I don't want to tip my hat to Ohio State because he stopped Arch Manning from leaning his damn neck in and couldn't get in. I mean, I don't know why we make it complicated. So anyway, Texas, the whole idea, I'm not sure how good those two teams are. I'm not sure they're the two best teams. But the idea that Ohio State is the best team and Texas sometimes horrible. I mean, I think Texas is probably better than Ohio State, to be honest with you. I know they lost the game, and that's what you go by. But Texas didn't. It wasn't a well coached game, and the receivers dropped some passes. Ohio State's really good though too. Great secondary, but the whole idea that Arch sucks and blows. Trust me, he'll be okay. That being said, I'm hearing reports that Arch has a sore shoulder this week. He's going to play, but I think Texas might be a little lethargic. Okay, I like the under in this game because one, I don't think San Jose State's going to score. I think Texas is going to run the ball a whole lot, give Arch the day off. So I can see a little 48 to to 3 game, 45 to 3, 42-10, and either way, that goes under. So I like the under right here. My long spiel, so I like the under in that one. All right, let's go. Let's go. What else do I like? Not a lot of great games this week. I'm not enjoying. So Kansas, Missouri. Kansas, Missouri. This is an underrated game. I'm gonna watch this game a lot. I rode Kansas to death 2 years ago. Last year, I didn't really, I stayed away a little bit, wasn't sure about them. They're back. Kansas is back. They're back playing how they did 2 years ago. I like the quarterback. I like their coach. They're a good team. This will be a really good game. Give me the Jayhawks plus 6.5. Damn it. I'm going to ride those Jayhawks like you wouldn't believe this year. Ride them. I like them a lot. I like them a lot. Troy and Clemson. Clemson will probably blow them out. They'll come back and blow them out like they always do. Oregon and Oklahoma State. Hmm. I think I mean, that's a lot of points to give up. I'm going to stay away from that right now. I'm going to stay away. Ole Miss in Kentucky. All right, so this line here is, can I get me a 9.5 somewhere? All right, so this one right here, it's 10.5 now. I don't like 10.5. I like Ole Miss. Here's the other thing. Kentucky is a team I'm going to fade a lot this year. However, 10.5, I'm not going to fade. I'm not going to fade on that right there. Um, 9.5 I liked. I can see a 10-point win. I can't get a line there on that, but go back there. If you can get a line 9.5, I'm going to take Ole Miss. So I may put that in later on. When that drops on the 9.5, I'll change up the settings a little later on to get that 9.5 number. So I like Ole Miss there. just keep that in mind on that pick, though. I think Kentucky's a team I'm going to fade a lot this year, and Ole Miss, I like their team too. Let's go down here a little bit. Um, Here we go. South Florida, and the Gators. South Florida, I told you before last time. South Florida's a good team. They're a really good team. It's insulting they're getting 18 points. They're going to hang around this game. I don't think they're going to win, although it wouldn't shock me if they won. But they can play. They can play. And Boise State wasn't a bad team. They kicked their ass. They're going to hang around this game with the Gators. I'm not real sold on the Gators this year. Not real sold on them. And South Florida's going to hang around. It would not surprise me if they beat them. And I would even put a little bit of, I would sprinkle some shit. You know what? I'm going to do that too. We're going to go plus 18 here. Um, I may sprinkle some shit on South Florida too and that plus 33. I like them there. I love the Bulls. Love them. Love them. Let's scroll down some more. Let's scroll down some more. What else do I like? What else do I like? Some games don't have these lines on here. My beloved Gamecocks don't have a line anywhere. They're playing an FCS school. Why? I don't know why they're playing a FCS school. I have no idea they are. No line available because why? I mean, why play a team? Why play SC State? I don't get it. All right, Army in Kansas State. Army got beat last week. Kansas State almost got beat last week. Um, the Black Knights. I just think they're going to come back and play hard. And 17 points. A lot of, I'm not sold on Kansas State. I watched them against Iowa State. Not sold against them. Watched them last week. Kansas State is not good enough to get anyone 17 points, especially an Army team that's going to come out fighting and kicking and fighting hard. So give me Army on that one too to cover 17 points. I like that there. Coming back, revenge thing there. Let's go down a little bit more. North Carolina and Charlotte. Good Lord, Bill Belichick. What a tough night you had. There's Tarleton State right there that beat the Army. Michigan, Oklahoma. Now, I am high. I am high on the Wolverines. They did not cover last week for me. And I know Michigan has not. This is Michigan's first road game, their first non-conference road game in like 5 years or 6 years. Is that like 2018, something like that? And their quarterback, Bryce Underwood, it's his first road game. Oklahoma at home, the crowd, night game, the whole deal. I don't think the Oklahoma crowd's bad, that huge. Michigan's really, really good. They didn't cover last one week for me. Okay, man, they're getting ready for this game. I think Michigan beats them. I think Michigan beats them. I think Michigan's better than Oklahoma. I think Michigan's going to get better each week. They're loaded. The big question they have is that quarterback, who's really good, but how long before he becomes really, really good? And they're gonna be tough. I wouldn't want to play them late in the year, and I think they're gonna do enough to win these games early on and get to the point where they're really good at the end too. I like Michigan a lot. I'm going plus 4.5 on here. I'll probably put a little something on the money line as well. I like them to win the game. I'm not sold on Oklahoma. I'm sorry, just not, just not. Um, Down here, Southern Cal against Georgia Southern. Okay, I love Lincoln Riley's teams when he plays dog shit teams. He beats their ass. He beats their ass like you wouldn't believe. Um, and he'll beat their ass here. Just like last week, he'll beat their ass here. ASU, Mississippi State, staying away from that game. Everyone's kind of jumping on Mississippi State's bandwagon now. They're not very good. But Arizona State, they're kind of a weird team. Their quarterback is leading the team in rushing now. They're missing Scattaboo. Um, they're on the road. I'm going to stay away from that one right now. But the public is the public dog is the Bulldogs. And so anyway, I think I just erased my bets. That sucks. We'll go back and fix that. All right, so let's go back. Okay, USC. We're doing that one here. Um, Let me go back and I'll add those back again. I think I hit the wrong button. All right. LSU, Louisiana Tech. Give me the Bulldogs in this one. LSU, they got a big game next week, coming off a big win, a little let down. Um, I can see them fucking around a little bit and a little backdoor cover there. So give me the Bulldogs there on that one. Alabama, I'm staying away from that shit show. Um, UCLA, UNLV. This is interesting here. You know, um, UNLV kind of came back last week. UCLA is really bad. I mean, I'm kind of leaning on UNLV on that, but I'm not going to take it right now. But I could pay attention to my newsletter. I might send something out Saturday night about that stuff later on, especially if I'm having a bad day. Um, I think that's it. Let's go back up and review. Let's review for the peeps since I erased my bets already. So we're going Iowa plus 3.5. We're going Duke plus 3. We're going the under for 2.5. The Texas game. Um, I can't. We're going Kansas plus 6.5. We love our Jayhawks. We love our Jayhawks. I say our Jayhawks, but I'm adopting them right now. I'm staying away from Ole Miss, Kentucky for now, but jump on 9.5 and Ole Miss if you can. Oh, give me the Bobcats too. I didn't put this on. I like the Bobcats at home against the Mountaineers plus 3.5, 3 in the hook. I love South Florida. Give me South Florida plus 18. I'm all over that. I'm all over that shit. And then let's go. Let's go. My Black Knights, Kansas State plus 17. Taking that right there. We're taking Michigan plus 4.5. We got USC, Louisiana Tech. And that's it. That's it. So we're going to go 100 in all of these bad boys right here. We're going to track them. We're going to track them. And that's it. Those are the picks for the week. Not a great college football week, but I feel good about these picks. I feel good about these. 8-2 in week one. Going to build on that for week two. So thanks for watching, guys. NFL week one picks. We're already 1-0. We are 1-0. Cowboys covered the +8. We're 1-0 against the spread. I got about 5 games I like, 6 games I like on the slate. I'll have that video up then tomorrow. Whenever you watch this video, it'll be up. It'll be up Saturday afternoonish, maybe Saturday night. I may make a video as I'm watching the college games come in. So Saturday night, we may go ahead and do that on Saturday night. So um, that's it for now, guys. Have a great, great day. Thanks for watching.